Good afternoon and welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for a Ford Tourneo Custom Sport walk around video. But before we do get started, if you do enjoy the Perkins Garage's YouTube content, hit the subscribe button and never miss a minute of us ever again. This here is an orange glow Ford Tourneo Custom Sport L1 featuring the 2-litre Eco Blue engine producing 185 PS of power. That then is transmitted through the front wheels in an automatic gearbox. The vehicle is registered on a 2023 registration, meaning it will take Ford warranty with us until April 2025. The vehicle itself is on just over 2,000 miles, but like always, we'll get the exact number once we're on the dash in a minute. So sit tight and let me walk you around this beautiful Ford Tourneo Custom Sport. The first thing we're going to do is get the key out of the pocket. There we are. Regular key blade. We're going to unlock the vehicle, and that in turn is going to wake up the daytime running lamps. Daytime running lamps are going to be flashing in your video simply because the frequency in which my camera records at. But let me assure you, in real life they look amazing and they give you the ultimate visibility no matter the lighting conditions. Moving around we can see that they are the LED headlights as well. Again, they look funny flashing, but let me assure you they're not. The indicators are also found in there as well. We have front fog lights and front parking sensors, and they trail all the way along the front bumper. We're going to follow the bumper all the way around until we get to these beautiful 17-inch machine cut alloy wheels. So we have the silver shiny face at the front with a gloss black just behind it. They really do look lovely. These are fitted with Michelin tyres as standard, and again they haven't done much work at all, so they've got plenty of life left on them yet. Before we progress around the body, if we just look up into the windscreen quickly, that there is, I don't know if you can see it, that there somewhere is a light sensor. So as the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your lights come on automatically. Looking further up into the windscreen, unfortunately it's quite sunny out here today, so you might not be able to see it. We have a sensor for the rain sensing wipers, one for the auto high beam, and one there for the traffic speed sign recognition software. Back down to earth now, I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and we're going to start to make our way around the body of the Tourneo. So you might be able to see we have rear privacy glass. It really adds with a two-way colour scheme. So we've got the gloss back wheels, we've got the black Tourneo, and also the rear privacy glass. It really does look lovely. I love the orange glow colour. Look at that colour. Now we're at the offside rear wheel. We're going to start nice and high, and I'm going to shimmy the camera all the way down so you can see just how lovely every body panel is. Like so. So we do have a sliding door both on the near side and the offside of the vehicle. We'll link that round again to the offside rear wheel, give you a good look at that. And we'll start to move our way around the back. So we have rear parking sensors complemented lovely with a high definition reversing camera. We'll have a look inside the rear in a minute. We're just going to zoom out very quickly just to show you. Unfortunately it's quite sunny. Like so. Then we can give the near side the exact same treatment. So once again, starting nice and high. I'm trying to get some of that sun out the shot for you. And we'll shimmy on down. Then we can link that round to the near side rear wheel. Beautiful. And we'll follow it all the way down to the near side front wheel. Like so. That's the exterior taken care of, and now it's time to look inside the boot. So this is the short wheelbase vehicle, the L1. So we still have a very large capacity, large volume boot, big enough for an orangutan, I reckon. I'm just going with the orange theme. Orangutan in the back there, or two baby chimpanzees quite happily, not a problem. So you can get suitcases stacked up there, nice and high, not a problem. It is a massive space in the back of these Tourneos. So the main difference between an L1 and an L2 is about a foot between the rear air conditioning blower motor and the rear seat. So again, L1, L2 will be about there. So as I've just mentioned, behind this cover here is a blower box, and that is for the rear air conditioning unit. Just going to crouch down very quickly, because underneath here is a full-size spare wheel, and all relevant tools and jacks you acquired are underneath the driver's seat, which you're always going to be going in the right direction. So next we're going to cover this very large tailgate. So I often get asked, this must be heavy. It's very easy to pull down. So one finger, unfortunately, very gentle. So the hydraulic struts really help in the aid of opening and closing the tailgate. If not, you've got a very large umbrella. Okay, so I'm guessing the reason you're looking at this video is because you need 8 seats. So I'm going to give you 6 of them in the rear. So let's start off with the seats then. So we have 4 ISO fixings. 4 ISO fixing. 1, 2, 3, 4. The middle 2 seats are not, but when you fold them down, they've got a table on the back of them as well. We have rear air conditioning up in the roof there, followed by rear speaker system and rear air system. Each window, let me just zoom back in, each window has a built-in retractable sunblind. We have 6 seats, so you need 6 USBs. 2 of them there, 2 of them just down there, and 2 of them on the back of the handbrake there. Fantastic video skills. The popularity behind these Tourneos is because of the versatility. So we're currently in conference mode. So we've got 2 banks of 3 facing each other. If you think that's going to create too many arguments, we have you covered, because this row of 3 can rotate 180 degrees. So that seat there will be here facing forward. So you can have 2 banks of 3 facing forward if you require. But again, we've got this one set up in conference. So if I just go to half zoom quickly, let me just show you around these seats. So again, each seat is individual. So if you only required a bank of 3, have a bank of 3 in, take that bank out. If you require a transit van, take all the seats out. But let me show you how this works. So this lever here will pull down the first half of the seat, then have a secondary lever at the bottom. Pull this one upwards, locks into position like so. Coming round the rear of the seat now, we have a little handle here. If I was to pull on that, that will then release the whole seat from the vehicle. Throw it away, do what you want with it. But that's one of the party pieces of these Ford Tourneos and how versatile they are. So they can meet your requirements, no matter what your requirements might be. Just like that, one-handedly, put the seat back up. And also we've got some nice armrest there as well. Okay, so that is the rear of the Tourneo. Let's have a look inside the front. So, as to be expected, the front window controls are found on the driver's door card. So in front of that, we have the button for the foldable mirrors and mirror adjustments. Interior locking is found just next to the door handle, beep beep. And equally, inside the wing mirror, I'm not going to be able to show you, we have a blind spot assist monitor. Unfortunately, it's not going to focus. A blind spot assist monitor, part of the driver assistance pack, which I'm going to explain to you in just a moment. But before I do, key in the barrel. We're going to look at the driver's seat before I get in. So again, we have the half leather, half cloth, a nice checkered pattern halfway down. These driver's seats on the Tourneo Custom Sports are a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, an 8, 9 and 10 way adjustable electric seat. I said earlier, I'll just prise this cover off. We have all the relevant tools and jacks required to change your spare wheel underneath the driver's seat. Let's get that back in nice and flush like so. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle. You're going to hear a bit of distortion on my microphone, so please just bear with me for a minute. Okay, now sitting in the driver's seat. So the exact mileage on this vehicle is 2,451.6, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to foot on the brake, turn the key and gain power to the vehicle. So giving you a quick tour around the driver display, I'm going to be using the arrows, return and menu button on the right hand side of the steering wheel. So to begin with, on the left hand side is an RPM times 1000, counting the revolutions of the crankshaft times 1000. At the bottom we have a coolant temperature sensor, we have a fuel gauge, and being an automatic we have a gear selector indicator also. The right hand side is a conventional speedo with miles per hour on the outside and kilometers an hour in the middle. Looking at the driver display there in the middle, again using the arrows, we have a digital speedo. We have driver assist, so I mentioned this earlier. So the driver assistance pack on this vehicle includes blind spot assist, pre-collision assist, the traffic sign recognition, lane keeping system. And we have a driver alert on board, cross traffic alert, eco coach, cruise control, speed limiter, and back to square one. So lots of very important software to keep you nice and safe on the road. A screen for the navigation, so when you have your sync navigation turned on, all the directions can appear there. We have your audio, back to phone connectivity and settings in there as well. So that's a bit about the screen ahead of you and the driver display. I'm very sorry about all the sunshine out here. Let me just put my hand back in the way of it. The left hand side of the steering wheel is where you'll find all of your adaptive cruise control buttons. So the top left button there is to set the distance to the vehicle ahead. We have a cancel, we have a little rocker in the middle to set your speed, we have a standby button and the speed limiter at the bottom right. A volume minus, a plus and a mute button on the left hand side also. On the right hand side, a voice command button, a pick up, decline and previous and next song function there. So, time to look into the middle. Let's just show you the passenger seat quickly. So again, really fantastic condition. I don't think that's ever been sat on by the looks of it. That looks brand new. Anywho, so that is the control for the automatic gearbox. So we have an unlock button at the rear that can be brought down to the relevant drive gear. Whilst we're in reverse, we have the reversing camera. Okay, park brakes applied. Reversing camera that appears on the screen. So we have the dynamic parking lines and the proximity sensor at the top right hand corner. So that's going to give you an intermittent beep that will increase in frequency as you become closer to the object in front or behind you. I think that makes sense. So here are all the controls. We have a 12-volt socket, a USB-A port for data connectivity. So this screen supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So whichever software you have on your mobile, plug it in and you'll take full advantage of all the apps on your phone. So for example, we have a fantastic Ford navigation on board. I use it all the time, it's never let me down. But for example, if you didn't like the Ford navigation, it gives you the options of your Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze, or anything in between. But for example, looking at this, if you'd like to come to Perkins to look at this Tourneo, Charlie Mike 776 Sierra Alpha, see how responsive and quick it is. Click the search bar and that will automatically speak to the GPSs and navigate your route. So again, if you click start, you can have all your directions appear on the screen ahead of you. So just a quick tour around the screen. Audio, we have different sources such as your FM, DAB and Bluetooth audio. Go back out there, phone connectivity is referring to Bluetooth. Navigation we've covered. In settings as well, we have a variety of different settings to adjust to your preferences, but in vehicle you'll find things such as your rear occupant alert and your camera settings as well. So yeah, I think that's about it, apart from this little button here. This button is for Ford Active Park Assist, so it uses the front and rear parking sensors to build an image of the spaces, and if it thinks you can get in there, it will park it for you, and that includes a parallel park in, a bay park in and a parallel park out, using the indicators to dictate what side of the road you shall be parking on. Follow the instructions on the wheel on the screen and let the wheel do the magic. So that's the Tourneo Custom Sport. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. Any other questions you did have, please leave them in the comment section below, or simply give us a call on 01376 550 899. Thank you, and I'll speak to you soon.